Hey guys, welcome back to the movie summary. Beginning of the movie, we see a girl named Stephanie. She posts her real-life stories and recipe videos online. She is talking about her friend Emily. She has been missing for the past few days. Now the movie goes into flashback. One day, Stephanie goes to school with her son Miles for a parent meeting. Stephanie takes good care of Miles. Miles meets a boy named Nicky. Later they both become good friends. After school, Nicky invites Miles to his house to play. Stephanie doesn't agree to that. She says you should take permission from your mom. Just then Nicky's mother Emily comes there. Nicky asks permission to invite Miles home with her mother. Emily doesn't give permission for that. Then Nicky gets hurt. So she gives permission to Miles to come home. Also she invites Stephanie for a drink. Stephanie is shocked to see Emily's house. Because that house is very big and beautiful. Emily is very rich. Later they both keep talking. She asks Stephanie about her husband. To that she says, "My husband and brother died in a car accident." Emily's husband's name is Sean. Emily tells her that my husband is a writer. But he has not written a single book since last 10 years. Now he is working as a professor in a college. Meanwhile Sean comes there. Both of them are very affectionate in front of Stephanie. Stephanie tells Emily that if you are busy with your work, you can call me to pick up Nicky. Emily says okay to that. Then she leaves from there. One day Stephanie gets a call from Emily. She says bring Nicky from school. Later Nicky and Miles are playing in the garden. Then Emily comes to pick up Nicky. Later they all go to Emily's house. There they both get to know each other over a drink. Stephanie tells Emily that few years ago my father died. So my step-brother came to stay with us. He was very handsome. So I was attracted to him. Then the affair started between us. Hearing this, Emily makes fun of Stephanie saying, "How can you have an affair with your brother?" A few days later, Emily calls Stephanie again to pick up Nicky from school. She says I will come to your house tonight to take Nicky. Stephanie then goes to picks up Nicky. Emily does not come home even at night. So Stephanie calls her. But the call is not connected. Then Stephanie calls Sean and tells the whole thing. Sean comes to Stephanie's house. 3 days passed without knowing Emily's whereabouts. So they file a police complaint. Next day Stephanie will share things related to these 3 days in her vlog. She herself decides to search for Emily. She first goes to Emily's office and talks to her boss. Then he said it wasn't the first time she had done this. Many times she used to leave without telling anyone. After that Stephanie goes to Emily's cabin without anyone knowing. There she finds a photo. "Gotta have faith" is written on that photo. Now we will see a scene from the movie flashback. Whenever Emily sees this photo, she gets very tense. In present Stephanie comes to his house to talk to Sean. Just then the detective comes there. He sees Stephanie and wonders why she is here. The next day Stephanie finds out where Emily is from her subscribers. She immediately tells this to Sean. Just then the police calls Sean and tells him to come to the lake. There the police find a dead body. Sean thinks the corpse is Emily's and cries a lot. Stephanie is also very sad to know this. Emily's funeral will be held later. Sean feels lonely after kids go to bed. Then Stephanie hugs him and comforts him. Then feelings grow between them. Later they both make private time together. Next day, while Stephanie is trying on Emily's dress, the detective comes there. He says that Emily died because of drugs. Post-mortem report has come that there are drugs in her blood. Stephanie says that Emily does not take drugs. Later, the detective tells Sean that if Emily dies, Sean will get $4 million in insurance. Stephanie is shocked to hear this. She goes to Sean College to talk about this. Stephanie sees him getting close with another girl there. Later she leaves without meeting him. While having dinner, Nicky says I saw Emily at school today. Meanwhile, Stephanie and Sean ignore his words because he is a child. Next day Stephanie takes all of Emily's things. After a while she comes back there. Then all of Emily's things that she took out are back in their place. She will be shocked to see this. The next day, while Stephanie is taking the children to school, Nicky gives an envelope to Stephanie. He says Emily told her to give this envelope to you. Stephanie opened the envelope and saw that there was a photo of Stephanie with her stepbrother. Just then she gets a call. Emily says I'm watching you. Stephanie is shocked to hear her words. Because Emily is already dead. Immediately Stephanie goes to Sean and tells the whole thing. Then Sean told her you were thinking too much about Emily. So you are hallucinating that she is talking with you. In Stephanie's flashback, her husband finds out that she and her step-brother are having an affair. So he gets very angry. Then he takes Stephanie's brother in the car. Both of them fight in the car, which leads to a car accident. So they both die in that incident. Knowing this, Stephanie thinks that she is the cause of their death. In the present, while Stephanie is looking at a painting that Emily bought, she sees the artist's name of that painting. Later she goes to meet the artist. Stephanie asks about Emily with the artist. Then the artist says Emily's real name is Cloudy. She came to me a few years ago. Cloudy is so beautiful that I have done many paintings of her. But one day suddenly she took all my money and ran away. She then gives Emily's t-shirt to Stephanie. Stephanie sees a lake's name on that t-shirt. Next she goes to meet the owner of the lake. She talks to them nicely and looks at photos of old customers. There are pictures of two twin children in it. Their names are Hope and Faith. Seeing Faith's name, Stephanie remembers a photo she found in Emily's cabin. Gotta have Faith is written on that photo. Now she knows Emily's real name. Then she goes to Emily's parents' house. Emily's father is very strict. So she goes inside the house after he goes out. Emily's mother asks her, "Who are you?" She says, "I am from cleaning service." At home she looks at pictures of Emily and her sister. She then asks Emily's mother about her daughters. Meanwhile, Emily's father comes there. After that she says in her vlog indirectly with Emily that "I know you are still alive." Emily on the other hand understands Stephanie's words. After getting home, Stephanie tells the insurance agent that Emily is still alive. Stephanie realizes that Emily is acting dead to collect the insurance money. Sean comes to meet a man in a restaurant. Actually, Emily comes there in a different getup. Emily says, "I know everything about you and how you are with Stephanie. I am bored with my life. So I thought let's take my insurance money and enjoy. But Stephanie ruined my whole plan." Then he comes home. There is an insurance agent at home. She tells Sean that Emily has a twin sister, Faith. The body found in the lake could be Faith. She says you won't get insurance money until it is confirmed that Emily is dead. Sean will be very disappointed. Later, Stephanie indirectly asks Emily to meet her in her vlog. Later they both meet together. Stephanie asks her about Emily's twin sister Faith. Emily tells that Faith used to be very naughty in childhood. So my father used to beat her a lot. So one day we set the house on fire and ran away. Then the police started looking for us. We parted that day thinking we would be found if we stayed together. A few years have passed. A few days ago Faith contacted me and invited me to meet. Later we both met. Faith's situation is not right. She always takes drugs. She blackmailed me saying that if you don't give me money, I will tell the police about us. Then she went to the lake for swimming. Even after a long time she did not come out. Then I went near the lake and looked. But Faith is already dead. Emily actually lies to Stephanie. Emily killed Faith. Hearing all this, Stephanie can't believe her words. Later she comes home and uploads a file on Sean's computer. In the next scene, a police raid takes place in Sean's office. Emily injures herself and comes there. She says Sean kills Faith and he has kidnapped me since that day. The police arrest Sean after hearing Emily's words. A few days later Sean comes home on bail. Emily is at home. While they are talking, Stephanie comes there with a gun. She thinks Sean killed Faith. So Stephanie shoots him. Then Emily confesses that "I killed Faith." Actually this is all Sean and Stephanie's plan. They play this drama to find out the truth. Sean will survive. Emily says, "I already knew about your plan. That's why I turned off the cameras and microphones of the house. Now you don't have any proof." Then she shoots Sean with that gun. Emily is going to shoot Stephanie. Then she said, "I had a hidden camera. Everything happening here will be streamed live on my channel." Now everyone knows about Emily. She immediately runs away from there. Then unexpectedly a car comes and hits her. Later the police arrest her. Now we see the scene after 6 months. Her channel became very popular. Now Emily is in jail. This is how this movie ends. I'm working hard to make these videos, it's my humble request to subscribe my channel.